Great day, great day, great day, Awaken Spiritual Community. So glad to be here with you all today. And for those of you online, welcome. Come on into the room. I am pleasantly surprised with all these new faces, old new faces. They've been here. They're Awaken family, just coming back to be in the room. And thank you so much for that. And let's just be present in this moment. Yes, yes, yes. Just taking a moment to just take a deep breath, inhale and relax. I never introduce myself normally. I am Minister Shari Hill, Spiritual Director of Awaken Spiritual Community. And welcome again. And thank you all for showing up, sending your loving energy into the room. And if we could just take a moment just to, again, be present. We can silence our phones, put our phones on vibrate. Those of you online, give yourself a sacred moment. You might want to close the door, put your phone on Do Not Disturb. And I'm going to invite Reverend Ned up so that he can give us our opening treatment. And that's what we call affirmative prayer. Thank you, Reverend Ned.
Okay. Welcome to Awaken Spiritual Community. I invite you to relax and be open to a greater idea of yourself, of all of humanity, and all of reality. I know that just beyond the appearance, the movement, the time, the space, there is one infinite spiritual presence. It transcends time and space and is in a point of perfection that is the source of all that is. It is all energy, all life, all intelligence, the one infinite source and giver of that which is. And I know that the one gives itself with a sense of endless peace, harmony, unconditional love everywhere. And I know that it is everywhere, and therefore it is the essence of my being. It is from that place that I say I am, that I am one with the I am that I am. So I open my heart, mind, and soul. And no matter how wonderful this day or anything in my life has been, I'm open to something better. Because there is no limit to the good that can be given. There is no limit to the good that can be received. There is no limit to the good that can be shared. And I'm so thankful to know this. I'm so thankful to know each one of you that I release this clear and powerful word into the law. And the law simply says, oh yeah, you got it. And so it is.
And so it is. Yes, that felt good. All right, so next we're going to have our meet and greet song. So you all, you can stand up, you can welcome each other. If you don't choose to be hugged on, that is fine as well. You can just sit and hold that perfect energy tight. And we're going to listen to Eddie Watkins Jr., Awakening Song. And those of you who know it, sing along.
Take a look at the person next to you and say, God loves you and I love you too. Now feel the love in the sanctuary. Lift your voice and repeat after me. We come together, 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 we come together. In the name of love, we come together, 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 we come together. In the name of love. Now look at the person next to you I recognize the God in you. Feel the love in the sanctuary. Now lift your voice and repeat after me. Oh, we come together. 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 In the name of love, we come together. We come together. We come together. We come together. In the name of love, from every walk of life, every walk of life.
Great day. That felt good. Do you know, really, some people don't even go all week without having contact with someone, getting a loving hug or a loving embrace. So we may take it for granted, but for those, to be aware that a lot of people may be going solo through this journey, not getting any physical contact. When I'm out doing outreach at the airport or sometimes in nursing homes or in hospitals and people are alone, it is important to know that you have someone there, someone you can call on, ask for a prayer from, give a prayer. So thank you all again for just showing up and being you. So let's see what is next. What our vision and mission statements. And thank you all. I just have to say, I sent out a survey over the past week or week and a half, and we had quite a lot of responses. We had a great number of responses, and we had a great outpouring. And thank you so much for your input, because for 2026, we may be reframing our vision and mission some, and so in our impact. But if we can go to our vision statement, and you can read along with me and know that it comes from your heart, that we are a global community that recognizes, honors, and nurtures the dignity and uniqueness of all people and the oneness of creation. And our mission here, how we go about doing that, is that we connect through the energy of loving kindness, spiritual practice, and sacred service. So as I read it again, I'm like, it's only being tweaked, because this is who we are and what we do. It's just it. And our news and updates, let's see. When we say many hands make light work, so that means our volunteers are so vitally important to us, and we thank you. We thank you. Brandon in the back, he flew in today. Thank you for showing up. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Delia, thank you so much for being here in support. And our Abby, our event coordinator. We thank you. We just gave her a title, right? We thank her for so much for not only, making the place look fabulous always, but she's in charge of breaking all this stuff down. So after service today, if we can help her help to get things back to the car, I guess, right? And help packing it up. But thank you again, Abby, for everything you do for Awaken. And Heartlight also says thank you. They so enjoyed our decorations and just our presence. They feel as though we have just electrified the place, right? I always say 1 can chase 1,000, 2 can chase 10,000. What we can do collectively together is so powerful. So keep that in mind as we go along our journeys through this holiday season. So many hands make light work. We are open and welcoming all of you all in to show up with your gifts and talents. So let us know. I am here. We're sending out love to our board right now. Some are traveling at events, but, some are just needing to rest the vessel. Just rest the vessel, okay? And, next Sunday, you know what is not added in there, but we're going to talk about it. Next Sunday, we're having a winter solstice drum circle. That's going to be, it's actually Heartlight, and they're inviting us to participate, of course. So this is going to be from 1 to 2 in the Oasis. It may go a little longer, so you can bring your percussion instrument or just be there in the energy. You can have a tambourine or just whatever, just hands clapping. If you want to participate in the winter solstice drum circle, you're available to show up. If it's too cold outside, Oasis is this outdoor area beside us, but if it's too brisk outside, it will be in the sanctuary. Okay? Also, next Sunday, hold on, next Sunday, we're going to have Minister Frankie Pickens giving her talk. Yes, give it up to her. Thank you so much. And we're so looking forward to having you show up and show out as always. We're ready. We're ready. We know she did her TED Talk not long ago, and so now she's going to be sharing her insight and wisdom with us next week. So I'm so looking forward to that. It's going to be posted online as well, so make sure you're sharing the event, inviting people in to hear Minister Frankie Pickens. And now there's a Christmas potluck that's going to be happening on Christmas Day. So for those who may not have a family event to go to, this is available and open to us. It will be a Heart, Light, and Awaken event. And so if you would like to sign up and show up, you can sign up. There's a sign-up sheet. For those of you online, just message us that you would like to participate if you're going to come in so we can prepare. So I'm excited about that. I will definitely drop in. My children decided that we're going to be celebrating on the 26th anyway. So I was like, hey, I'll be here. All right. So let's see. And we're going to be having our Ask and Awaken, potluck, I guess, on December the 28th. And let's see. It's going to be a little special gathering. So we're going to talk more about that next week. But just prepare your calendars for December 28th. Actually, also December 28th is our Burning Bowl service. So make sure you're prepared for that. That is when we write our letters saying what we got out of this present year and what no longer serves us. And we write that letter and then we burn it in the burning bowl. We have in the Oasis, we have a fire pit. And then we write another letter to God, asking God how God is going to be expressing itself, herself, as us, through us in 2026. And that is our letter. And then we get that letter back mid-year. So that is what we're going to be doing during the Burning Bowls service on the 28th. And what do we have next? Our food resources available. And also to go back to just our events, make sure you note for 2026, we're having Eddie Watkins Jr. on the first Sunday. So that's January 4th. Eddie Watkins Jr. will be in the building, right? So the song that you all heard, Awakening, that is Eddie Watkins Jr., and he will be here. You don't want to miss him, right? So let's give up some energy for that. Make sure we're inviting people into Awaken. All right, and also to know that we have our food resources available with Hearts United for Good, who recently moved, and then also with Nourish Up. So we'll be getting that contact information for Hearts United for Good. It will be posted on Facebook and online, and on our website, awakeningcarolina.org. All right, and next we have, if you're ever in need of affirmative prayer. So today we have Reverend Ned Green, who is available for anyone who needs affirmative prayer or would like to have affirmative prayer. And then if you are online and would like affirmative prayer, you can email us at prayer@awakeningcarolina.org. That is prayer@awakeningcarolina.org. You can also go to our website, awakeningcarolina.org. All right, and next we will have Delia with our Science of Mind reading, Stand Grounded in Spiritual Principle. Thank you, Delia.
Absolutely, absolutely. I was about to say good morning.
I know.
Hi. Okay. Stand grounded in spiritual principle. To get anything in the physical world, you have to detach from the outcome and be in the process. Deepak Chopra. It is a great relief to know that I need not work, but merely know truth and let it happen to me. And that is from Ernest Holmes and Raymond Charles Barker in Richer Living. At our recent Unity Convention, one of our keynote speakers was the revered longtime minister, Reverend Jim Rosemergy. He shared an experience he once had leading a community through a time that at first seemed a crisis, but that he came to see as an opportunity. He encouraged us all, as we encounter difficulties in our role as leaders, to stand grounded in spiritual principle and unattached to outcomes. I found the simplicity of this statement inspiring, and I immediately realized that it may be simple while also being not at all easy. We are conditioned to seek safety and survival. In times of disruption and uncertainty, our first instinct is often to find a hidey hole and to hold on tightly to what little safety we can find. If instead we could activate our faith and our curiosity, we might be surprised at what opens before us. This doesn't mean that we are reckless or that we disregard what our senses tell us. Rather, we remind ourselves that there is a deeper reality than what we see. What might Spirit reveal here? For me, through me, as me. Then we listen, and we choose, speak, and move from our intuitive nature, knowing that God is here. All is well. Our affirmation for today, I'll say it once and then we can say it together. It is on the screen. As I face uncertainty, I stand in spiritual principle. Divine creative intelligence flows through me, and I am guided to wise and compassionate action. I let go of my attachment to outcomes. So let's say that together. As I face uncertainty, I stand in spiritual principle. Divine creative intelligence flows through me, and I am guided to wise and compassionate action. I let go of my attachment to outcomes. It's a little difficult to do. It's a little difficult, but we can do it. We can do it. This is our weekly highlight. This week, our center brings awareness to what is traditionally known as National Impaired Driving Prevention by centering a deeper truth, the power of conscious choice and safe journeys. Every time we choose clarity, presence, and care, especially when we're behind the wheel, we affirm life and well-being for ourselves and others. At our center, we remember that safety begins in consciousness. Planning ahead, supporting one another, and choosing with awareness are simple yet powerful ways we live our values in real time. Some examples of that are arranging for a sober ride before going out, using ride services like calling a taxi or Uber, designating a non-drinking friend to drive, and simply choosing to stay sober, or offering non-alcoholic options if you're hosting a gathering. And so we affirm that divine intelligence guides every step and every journey, and that love is the choice we make along the way. And so it is.
Thank you, Delia. I was just taking a moment to bring up our dear Reverend Ned, and he will be doing our meditation, and so prepare yourselves. Just for those of you online, just take this moment to be present. And again, Reverend Ned is masterful at this, preparing us in such a special way. Thank you.
I invite you to relax into a comfortable place right where you are. To relax into a spiritual place right where you are. And you may know that it is a spiritual place because you are there. I invite you to take a deep breath and know that spirit fills your being. To exhale and know that spirit expresses in your environment all around. And so we may be aware of our physical form, from our head to our toes and all in between, our skin to the center of our being. And we can know that our physical form is simply our energy being, vibrating in a way that it is visible and interacts in the physical world. But it is always our energy being, eternal, evolving, intelligence, and life, forever moving from the good to the greater, expressing in physical form, and then perhaps not for a while, and then expressing again. We may be aware at the center of our energy being, from that point that we feel alive and say, I am. That essence is a glowing light, a divine light, our divine spark, our individualization of the infinite. And you may feel that light in the center of your being, expanding, the soft, gentle glow that is creation itself. It is the divine presence as each one of us. And we may know that it fills our physical form, lighting it up, and extends beyond what we call our physical form. That it is a sphere of life, love, beauty, creativity, and goodness. And we may know that this light expands, an orb of perfection, the essence of our being. It is the good that we express. It is the good that we desire. It is the good that inspires us to awaken. And these spheres of light, they expand and we touch in this room and overlap. And we expand again, filling Charlotte, the Carolinas, North America, the world, and beyond. That our light fills the solar system and the galaxy, the galactic cluster, and the universe. We are made out of the infinite, and our radiant presence encompasses the multiverse and beyond. We are of infinite power. We are of infinite intelligence. We are of infinite compassion. We may let go and let spirit reveal itself in a way more beautiful, more profound, more transformative than we have ever imagined. And we can take our attention from the multiverse to the universe, to the galactic cluster, to the galaxy, to the solar system, to Earth, to North America, the Carolinas, Charlotte, this room. And we can feel the energy. We are the energy. We are a portal from the infinite to time-space expression. Everything is for us. Nothing is against us. We may know that our physical form in its natural state is life expressing as time, space, therefore perfect health. We are in harmony with all of the other energy beings in this room, in Charlotte, the Carolinas, in the world and beyond. So our normal state is harmony with everyone. We may be open to abundance, beauty, luxury, without limit. All of the good that we desires us to express. It's easy to let go and allow the divine. And we can feel that and be thankful for it. And I invite you to return your attention to this room and awaken to the spiritual magnificence that you are. And so it is.
Thank you, Reverend Ned. There are some may think when we are meditating, it's like, oh, it feels so restful and peaceful, I might fall off to sleep. And then through meditation, we realize that it's not about a perfection, say that it needs to look a certain way. Your meditative process is completely different from someone else's. So through that, even if you're resting and closing your eyes, or you find yourself falling off and drifting, your subconscious is doing work. Okay? So we're just going to rest with that and know that our bodies, our mind knows exactly what to do with that information. And so, preparing for my talk, I wanted to do this song. It's a Reverend Christie would use it as opening up. And you all are familiar with the song. And if not, it's an easy one. A lot of times she does chants or repetitive verses or lyrics. But just let it resonate with you. Let it sit with you. And open up. Thank you, Spirit. I am opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the one. I am opening. I am opening. I am opening. I am opening. I am Breathe it in.
love light of the one.
Let it out.
I am opening up in
Yes.
sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the one. I am opening. I am opening. I am opening.
Let all resistance fall away.
I am opening. I am opening up in sweet surrender
Thank you.
to the luminous love light of the one. I am opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the one. I am opening. I am opening. I am opening. I am opening. I am opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the one. I am opening up in
You have
sweet
to
surrender
participate in the process.
love light of the one. I am opening. I am opening. I am opening. I am opening. I am opening up. I am opening up. I am opening up.
Thank you, Spirit. Ah. You know, sometimes just hearing those words, just giving yourselves direction and permission to release and open up. To open up. I've been talking about these seasons for a while now, the season that we're in, embracing a new thought and a new season. And I get a lot of questions throughout the week about the seasons and the times and the things that I'm talking about. But in this moment, just listening to your own body, being aware of your own thoughts. In this moment, this time and season that we signed up for, get excited. What are you here to do? And in this season and in this moment right here of autumn, the season of preparation. Every time I say it to myself, the season of preparation. What are you preparing for? So you get to examine your own lives, your own thoughts, and be aware. If I am in the season of preparation, what am I choosing to experience? That's your responsibility. So in that moment, if you're going to be active in the process of choosing to be still and know, if you don't want someone else to dictate to you and tell you what it's supposed to look like, what it's supposed to feel like, then you have to take responsibility and take inventory. Right? How many of you, I don't go shopping. How many of you go into the store and have a list? Or you have looked to see what it is you need? Or there's some who just go in and just start shopping, picking up stuff, and then they get home and it's like, oh, I already got 2 of these. I got 3 of these. I already bought that dress. It's a different size or whatever. You know, there's some that actively just go shopping. Then they tend to be upset because they feel like they're overspending or it's being wasteful, or some call it retail therapy. They're like, that's their therapy. But then when you can actually go and take inventory, be able to observe what's been showing up in your life, what's been showing up in your thoughts, taking inventory. Once you take inventory, you go within, you look in the closets, you look in the mind, and you say, does this need to still be here? Is it serving me? Let me check the expiration date, because that might be an old story. That may need to go. It may be time to release that old idea, that old thought. And when I say thought, that's what we are under, a new thought. Some people have confusion of what does that mean? Is that a new religion? And that it's a new thought, meaning we are choosing to look at things a new way. That's what new thought is. It's nothing new. It's you being new. You are being a new creation. You are choosing to look at something differently. The power in that is the responsibility that you've decided to walk into. That you made a choice, an active choice, to be the co-creator of your life. When I chose to have a different relationship, say even with my mom who had transitioned decades ago, and when I decided to offer another level of forgiveness or gratitude, thinking I'm giving it to my mom, but realize I'm giving it to myself. Because in all things, in all processes, it starts within. And once I did that, it was a shifting forward and back. I felt it. Doors opened up in relationships with my own daughter, with my sister, with others, because it starts within. When you take your own inventory, a new thought. Reverend Ned and I will be talking more and more about the basics of science of mind because the word is getting out. We're going to have more and more people coming in that are ready to take inventory, ready to look over their experiences in their lives or even the things that they've been taught in the past and say, some of it isn't adding up, some of it is not making sense, but I'm choosing to look at this information a different way. I'm choosing to take my power back. I'm no longer looking outside of myself to be saved or rescued. I'm knowing God is being expressed in me, through me, as me. And that takes a lot of responsibility. And we are here to help assist people through this process. And I love using the word assist versus help, because help can give the connotation of like you reaching down and pulling someone up. Assisting is more so going across, side by side. I'm assisting you in the process. And so again, with a new thought, sometimes creates a new language, a new self-talk of how we look at ourselves, how we talk to ourselves. We're taking inventory. So in this time of preparation, this time of checking the closet, seeing what you need, what you don't need, what doesn't serve you in your life, it also means what are you choosing to experience in this next season? Because the next season of winter, even though it looks still or dormant, again, we've talked about this before, mothers who have been, in the gestational process, that's when the work is happening, right? When that gestational process, when the leaves have fallen, it looks like things are barren, that's actually when the work is being done. So you're released so that you can be fully in the process of recreation and restoring. So when we give ourselves permission to rest, relax, that's actually when they say the building process is happening, right? When they say when you're working out and all, you need a rest day. They say that's when the muscles are built during the rest day. How many of you still feel some kind of twinge when you're just sitting still? When someone is relaxing and it looks like, oh, you're being lazy. Oh, I'm not doing it. That's when your body is healing. That's when your body is cleaning up. When you're fasting or doing the cleanse, it is needed and necessary to help clean out stuff. It is needed and necessary to help your body rebuild with the good energy, the good blueprint. So I was encouraged to ask, or invite. Some people heard me say I was doing a cleanse last week, and they were like, invite us along. You are welcome to join me. And one thing I had realized when I was in a church that still fasted, and I'm like, I clearly have my angel wings and a halo, because a fast nailed it. Like, how long we doing it? We doing it for 6 hours? We doing it for sun up to sundown? Not a problem. Got my angel wings. I can fast. I can fast. Then I realized that's not my fast. Those of you who clearly know me have to make me eat. They know, Shari, are you eating? Did you forget to eat? I'm like, oh, yeah. So it took me 20 years almost to realize that fasting food was not my fast. Getting up at 5 o'clock was. I'm not a morning person. Thank you, Spirit. I'm working on that every day. That was my fast. For me, fasting, sleeping in was my fast. So, again, I'm saying that to say it's relative to you. You, again, have to do the work to figure out what your fast is. I can't say what your fast is. It may be getting off of the telephone, no social media. It may be to, like, they have boxes for these now. Box it up, put it in a drawer and something at 9 o'clock, and then you don't get it again until 8 o'clock in the morning. I don't know. But again, that's the beauty of us stepping up to say somebody don't have to tell you what your fast is. You are now accountable to create and co-create on your own. And how many of you agree that I can't tell you what your fast is? Right? That makes sense. Because I tell you, I had a halo in angel wings. I was mastering a fast back in the day. I was like, y'all having a struggle? Because I didn't know. I'm like, I have mastered this thing. I could fast. I don't know how many days we fasting. We doing for the month? Clearly, I got it. You want a class on fasting? It's easy. It's easy when you know how. You don't eat from 6 in the morning to 6 at night. It's a done deal. Then when I had to choose for myself what my fast was, it just hit me. I'm like, this is not my fast. We actually had one for the children that were harder. You couldn't watch TV in the evening. Now I was like, now that's a fast. How many of you would struggle with that? Right? That's a fast. So again, you get to dictate and determine for yourself, like, what is your fast? And the biggest thing is, what are you choosing to experience in the next season? Because if you're shopping in the store, most people have a recipe that they're going to follow, or there's a meal they want to prepare, or they want to have a certain amount for lunches or dinners or breakfasts, and there's a plan. If you have no plan, somebody has a plan for you. What are you actively choosing to participate in and prepare for? And that's what the season of winter will be set up to do for you. But in this season of preparing, you have to do the work. So in the process of doing the work, who's excited about doing the work? They're like, But you know what? It's just like going to the gym, right? There's some people that's not excited about going to the gym, but they know it's necessary. If they want the definition and the muscles they know the gym is the requirement. Some people don't like to go to the gym, and then there are others that really do. I haven't graduated to that level yet. But when I do, I'm going to be on fire. I'm going to be that girl. So I tell you, taking in a deep breath, being able to release what no longer serves us in love and gratitude. That's the key too. To release the things that no longer serve you in love and gratitude. Thank you for the lessons that show up. Thank you for the energy that you provided. Thank you for the clarity that you offered. There are times that relationships fall away or money did something funny. But in the midst of it, you got to know a different part of yourself that without that experience, you would not have had that intimate relationship with. When people look at me and they were like, I watched you go through this, or when you didn't have the house anymore, or you didn't have the relationship or the marriage anymore, I watched you go through and I gained something from that. And then I watched you when you did have the largest house and you did have and I watched you go through that. And in that process, again, when I always say that somebody's watching you, right? But you know who's really watching you? Who's really listening to you? You are. You listening to all the self-talk. I look at some pictures on my phone. I'm like, I was that girl 20 years ago. I was that girl. Didn't even know. When I tell you I ain't know, I was like, ooh, she could just lose 10 more pounds. If she would just be in the gym. If she would have just completed this or something. I mean, when are you going to be satisfied? When are you going to be happy with yourself? So I'll be expressing myself as 59. We used to say, God willing and the creek don't rise. In a couple of weeks. Are you going to choose to be happy with yourself? Are you going to choose to be satisfied? And so that is an active decision, right? Because people around you, I'm like, Delia, you are amazing. You finished the coursework. Let's give it up for Delia. You did this. Let's give it up for Delia. She made it through, right? But Delia has to be excited about Delia. And I think she is. Let's give it up. But how many of you remember the times that you just weren't satisfied with who you were and who you were showing up as? And everyone else saw your brilliance, saw your beauty, saw your light. And you were like, nah. They were like, oh, even when it came to the dress, this old thing. This old thing. So it's for you to be actively excited about this thing called life. It's for you to then take inventory of what's the negative talk that I'm giving myself that sometimes is so familiar, you don't even recognize that you're still saying it. When somebody says, how you doing? Or what's going on in your life? You're so used to that negative or low, they call it now, the young folks, that low vibrational, that low vibrational talk, that now we have to actively shift that and have a new thought about all of it. This thing called life that we have actively chosen to participate in. And those of you who are in this room, you're light. You're light workers. We all are, but you are aware that you're light. So that means you are on a whole nother level with this stuff. So the power of our thoughts, creating a new thought, a new plan, a new action to step into a new season. Are we excited about this opportunity? And you're watching. You're watching, you're listening, and you are the one that's going to reshape your experience. And so I invite you to join me and create whatever your cleanse or fast needs to be. If you choose to come along on this journey and actively participate, let me know. Those of you online, let me know. Come on, let me know, because as you can see, there's a major shift that's in the air. We can all see it. How long? How long? I'm going to say this. It's at least for me until January 4th. But you all adjust and know it for yourselves. And again, I invite you to join me, but it's at least until January 4th, and to embrace look at that, the squinch. I tell you, she must be in the Navy or the Army over there. She got a critical boot camp happening. I'm like, be gentle, be gentle. So, again, embracing a new thought so that we can embrace this new season. I invite you on what you're choosing to co-create in this moment. And I'm excited for me, for you, for us. Awaken. Here we go. Here we grow. Ashe and amen. And so it is. And so it is. And now, thank you, love. And now we are preparing ourselves to participate in the law of circulation. Love this part, and of course, inviting Reverend Ned up. And I love when I see people get excited about the giving part. Yes, 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 excited about the giving, because when we're participating in the law of circulation, not only are we giving, we're receiving in that moment. We're receiving and we're giving. And I love it.
Okay, so you may join me in the conscious giving affirmation. Divine love moving through me blesses me and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. Thank you, God, for the good in my life.
Yes. And for those of you online, you should be able to see our giving platforms shortly. There they are. And we appreciate all of you in giving in each form. That's in prayer and loving energy, currency, and just knowing that you're participating in the law. Thank you so much. And these baskets, again, that we use were created from a village in Africa of young women who created these baskets out of loving energy, and we get to participate in that energy with them. Thank you, Reverend Ned.
This may look like a three-dimensional object, but it's really energy. And we can know that the divine energy of giving and receiving is the fun part of life. We can enjoy it. Giving and receiving are two sides of one thing. It is spirit fulfilling itself in us in both of these. And so we're thankful for the giving and receiving here at Awaken.
Thank you, Reverend Ned. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I keep taking the mic from you, huh? I think you are still up.
In the beginning is the creative process that I may call the Word. And the Word reveals that the one infinite spiritual presence, the source and substance of all good, expresses as the creative process, as first cause, and as the result all around us. And as I look at my life, I know at the essence of my being, I am the creative process, and I speak the word. And it is the same word that creates all of reality. I speak my word with a calm confidence, knowing that the good is already revealed, that the good that I envision is already expressing in myself and for all those that I know. I speak the word. I am the word. And I am so glad to know this. I am so grateful that I release and let go and allow the infinite to flow through me in my own unique way. And every one of you are the word, and you speak beautifully. And so it is.
Thank you, Reverend Ned. And so it is. You are the word. I was like that. You are the living word. You are the word. So we are about to close out already. I tell you. So again, we're going to have our song closing out, just preparing your hearts and mind to be fruitful this week. You are the light. You are the living word. I'm like, so you are the representation of God expressed. And so make sure your light is shining brightly this week. And invite. We're going to, do we have more music, Brandon, or no? Oh, okay. Well, you know what? We can always just stand in our loving circle and we can sing along. Yes. And that's what I'm about. And for those of you online, making sure you're inviting others, like what they say, like, tag, share, invite people into the room. And for those of us that are here, make sure we are in the place and inviting to hear the message of Minister Frankie Pickens. And also we invite you to the drum circle. So we let the love wash over us. We let it be. We let the peace wash over us. We let it be. We let the peace. We let the peace. We let the peace. Let it wash over you. Wash over us. We let it be.
So now we bring it down like a
Thank
prayer.
you, Spirit.
Knowing that there's grace. And this grace, it washes over us when we need it. It just shows up when we let it. When we can make ourselves aware of it.
Thank you.
So knowing that there are people in this world who are hurting, who are afraid, I just want you to imagine your love stretching out beyond this room.
Love stretching out around the world.
And wrapping around this entire world.
Yes, yes. We let the grace wash over us. We let it be.
We let the love.
We let the love.
We let the love wash over us. We let it be.
Thank you, Spirit.
We love
Creator,
you, we bless you, we thank you. Have a fantastic week. We got some more donut holes and coffee over there.
we don't have any more donut holes, but we have some coffee. Thank you all, and see you all next week. Create an amazing week.